I'm a common Ukrainian girl, and I see everything happening in Ukraine now. And I can say that most of claims of our president and officials, they differ from the real truth. First, our President Yanukovych and officials, they claim that they use only peaceful methods and they don't violate human rights. But I'm sorry, this is absolutely far from truth. To illustrate, here's just a couple of facts. First of all, our policemen do often shoot using real bullets, and not only rubber bullets. So, real bullets are often used, however, officials of course don't admit it. Next, policemen often don't care if you're innocent or not, if you take part in riots or not, and so on. I mean, if you happen to be in the wrong place in the wrong time, you'll be beaten hard, and it doesn't matter if you're a male or female. Moreover, when you're lying on the ground, they will still continue to beat you, which is horrible and absolutely far from human rights and civil methods, because it's forbidden to beat anyone who's lying on the ground already. Next, policemen and other defenders of our political regime go to our hospitals, and simply take by force the injured people from hospitals. I mean, those people who need medical help, these people are often taken by police from hospitals. Isn't it horrible? And it doesn't matter if this person is badly injured or not, if this person badly needs medical help or not. Policemen and other warriors, so-called warriors, defending our president and officials, simply arrest them there, and they don't care if these people need any medical help or not. And there's a lot of evidence to it, and if you don't believe me, okay, please make your own investigation, and you will find a lot of evidence. So another horrible news is that some policemen are often so evil that some of them even take those people from hospitals who balance between life and death, who are barely alive, and therefore policemen don't care if these people will die or not. Isn't it horrible? Next thing is, a few days ago, policemen and other defenders of our political regime put to fire the building where the rioters had their headquarters. So they put to fire this building, and all the people in this building had to run away very quickly to stay alive. And it's a quite big building. So the saddest thing here is that in this building there were a lot of injured people, and many of them were even unconscious, and so on and so forth. And of course, these helpless people, they could not escape, and they were burned to death. I'm simply speechless here. Helpless people simply had no chance. And this is the example of violence of our officials towards common Ukrainians, because officials and president don't want to go, and they don't care about innocent blood. Don't care. And the rumor that it's only people from the west of Ukraine are on Maidan are among rioters, it's not true. It's far from truth. Absolutely not. A lot of Ukrainians in all regions, whether it's west or east, they are still scared to openly share their opinions, to share their disagreement. On our Maidan in Kiev there are people from all Ukraine. It's 100% that people from all Ukraine are on Maidan, not only from the west. Still, a lot of people in the world don't know the real truth, and that's why I openly claim that all Ukrainians, not only Ukrainians from the west, are in Maidan. The next thing is that very often policemen and other defenders of our presidential regime, they simply beat injured people to death. I mean, even if these people are already lying on the ground, they beat them with hammers and other tools to death, and let them die. They don't give them any medical help. Just imagine, a person is lying on the ground, injured, And these stupid, crazy policemen and other defenders, so-called, they take hammer or other tools into their hands and beat these people, injure them even more and more, and then don't give them any medical help. Is this a civil method to fight, to defend? No, I'm speechless here, and there are no comments. Next, policemen and snipers shoot at medical volunteers, press representatives, and of course, common people as well. And this is not good. This is not civil, ethical as well. It is horrible. It is horrible. And our regime do allow this. So, these are just a few facts. These are just a few facts that show the real situation in Ukraine currently. And if our president were not so evil, and if our president really cared about common people, then our president would resign and agree for re-elections. But our president Yanukovych just doesn't care about common people, and he absolutely ignores the innocent blood of simple common people who simply are tired of this not always fair regime. We Ukrainians are tired of constant lies from president and officials. We Ukrainians are tired of constant corruption. We're tired of the fact that common people cannot find truth in courts. Because most verdicts are sold for money. Those people who have money and those people who are guilty but they have money, they buy their innocence, and people who have no money, they are found guilty. Isn't it horrible? We Ukrainians are tired by corruption in our beliefs, when innocent people can be easily found so-called guilty just because real criminals bought their own innocence. Unfortunately, all of this is true. This is not just claims which are far from truth. No, unfortunately, all of this is true. And there's a lot of evidence proving it. Simply, if you don't believe me here, study this in deep, and you will find lots of horrible facts and stories to support my words. We Ukrainians are tired of constant poverty, when at the same time our president and officials become richer and richer and steal money. Just to illustrate, during the presidency of Yanukovych, lots of millionaires appeared in our country, and poverty did not decrease. Money is stolen in huge quantity, and no one is punished. Money is stolen in huge quantities among officials. No one is punished. Just to show you a little illustration, just some days ago I saw a program about journalistic investigation, about how authorities paid about $15,000 for one simple video clip that in reality costs only less than $1,000 to produce. So authorities paid about $15,000 for the video clip that in reality costs less than $1,000 to produce it. Journalists showed step by step how the same video clip can be made and was made by them for less than $1,000. Less than $1,000. And that's why the authorities overpriced the video clip 15 times. And in reality, they stole $14,000 here. And you know what? They knew that no one would punish them. And this is just a tiny example of what's going on in Ukraine still. In what scales money is stolen in Ukraine by officials because they know that no one will punish them, and so on and so forth. And we Ukrainians see it, and we are tired of it. We are tired of the absence of freedom, human rights, and so on. human freedoms, human rights. And our authorities, officials and presidents still do everything to violate all possible ethical and human laws and rights, and to make common people keep silence. And our officials don't care about all corruption, violation of human rights, decline of economy, stealing a lot of money on the official level, and so on. And our officials, most of them still don't care about people's blood. And this is the most horrible thing that can ever happen. And the only thing that our officials still care about is money. So, if you don't believe my words, please, you are free to study it on a deep level, and you will be horrified by lots of horrible stories and facts. Unfortunately, all of this that I share with you here is true, and it's really disgusting, but this is true, still true now, and I want you to know about it. Thank you for your attention, and please share this video with your friends if you want that your friends also know the real truth about Ukraine. And again, excuse my mistakes, because I'm not a native. English is not my native language. So thank you again for your attention. A little addition: when I was making this audio, I found that our authorities allowed our policemen to use real bullets to shoot into people, peaceful rioters. So from now on, policemen are allowed to shoot into peaceful rioters with real bullets.